Hi, I'm Becca and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you what's inside this kit. It's the Crafter's Companion Reveal Wheel Craft Kit and it's number 53 in the series. I'm going to open it up and show you everything what's in it, and then I'm going to show you how to use the kit to make this card here. So it's fairly simple. Once you've got the basics down on how to do this, then you'll be whizzing away and making lots of beautiful cards. So let's get to it and I'll show you how. Right, so this is the Crafter's Companion Reveal Wheel Craft Kit. It's box number 53. See there. It's a good sturdy box as always. I like keeping these to store things in. And it says there's over 200 elements within the box. So I'll just cut open the sticker. I've got my boxes for Christmas, so you're seeing the contents of these as I'm seeing them now, so you'll get my full reaction to them if something really surprises me and excites me. So we've got our normal tissue paper, so we've got Sarah at the top. It's a different picture than what they've had in the previous one, so they've updated them. So everything's in these little paper envelopes, which is good. Not in all those plastic things anymore. So this is a stencil. Oh, right, so this must be the mechanism stencil for you to do this bit here. So we'll look at that one. I thought that would have actually been a die, so we'll see what's in the rest of the kit. Keep that one in the envelope. So, and then you've got your ribbons. Usually you get 3 colours that we have in these kits. Yeah, I've got your 3 different sizes. So you've got your blue, your orange and a pink. So your biggest one is 3/4 of an inch. And the next one is 1/2 inch. I'm assuming that's, yeah. And then your thin one's 1/4 of an inch. So some lovely nice bright colours that's going to run throughout the whole of the kit. Okay, so, and these are dewdrops. I'm presuming that these are the ones that are clear, so you can actually colour these if you wanted them to be a different colour to what they actually are. Just get a sticker off on it. Yeah, they're just the clear ones in just different sizes, but you can always use a Sharpie and colour over the top if you wanted them to be in a different colour. So, right, so these are stamps. Oh yeah, there's more dies, which is good. Right, so these are your sentiments for you to go within the little wedge that you'll get. So we've got celebrate with style, eat cake, dance on the table and drink Prosecco. And then we've got, oh there we go, turn here. Now we've got an arrow that also encourages them to turn the wheel, and then another arrow there, and then we've got some lovely little bunting, some wine glasses, a cupcake and a little party hat. So some lovely little stamps there. And these are the dies. Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's the main cut-out piece. So these will all be the different shapes. Let's see. Yeah, these ones are for this little bit here that you'll see, and then I think you can stamp something on this bit here as well, but we'll figure that out as we're playing with the kit. So that's that one, and then this is the card blanks. See what size they've put in this one. These are all 5x5 square card blanks, and you get 2, 4, 6, 8, So yeah, I think there's 16. Yeah, 16 card blanks in there. So there'll be 16 envelopes as well. So you don't really need to see what the envelopes are. They're just usually plain white ones. I didn't put patterned ones in these kits. So this is the pattern paper, and this is always 8x8. Oh, lovely floral paper there. Really nice. How many sheets we're getting this one? Because some of the kits vary between having 3 sheets of the pattern paper and the coloured card, and some of them all have 2. So this one's one of the ones that's got 3 in it. I think it depends on how many of the other elements you've got in it as to determines how many sheets of the pattern paper that they're put in. So I've got a lovely floral, and we've got a nice, looks like candy stripes, and then we've got another floral one. So it seems to look as though this one's in like a square pattern repeat that looks a bit like tea bag folding, but it's just slightly off. If that had been printed completely straight going along here, you could have actually cut that up and made a pattern for tea bag folding as well. I think they're all like, yeah, they're all just slightly off. They're not completely straight, which is a shame, but you could do it as well, but your pattern's just not going to match up as it would if it were completely printed straight on it. And then we've got a lovely blue sort of gingham. So that's 4 types there, and then you've got like a really miniature flower patterns as well. So that's a non-directional paper as well, so you didn't have to worry which way around you cut it. And we've just got a nice little purple polka dot. So that's some lovely pattern papers in there. So you've got your 3 sheets of each, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different ones. So you've got 15 sheets of printed paper. And then lastly is your coloured card. This card generally goes in keeping with the ribbon and the gems that we put in. Wow, that's a gorgeous blue. Lovely teal. I call that more like a kingfisher blue as well. It's really nice. And you get 3 sheets of these as each as well. And it's not just a lightweight card, it's a decent weight cardstock. And you've got your sky blue, and you've sort of got like a peachy apricot colour, and then got a baby pink, and then you've got a deep yellow, and then this one's, it's sort of a bit like a pale violet sort of colour. This one, it's not like dark purple, and it's not a pastel, it's sort of like in between, but with the lighting you can't really see that one all that well, but this is definitely my favourite one out of the colours that are in there. And those are all 8x8, the same as the printed papers as well. So I'm going to get everything cleared on my desk, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to make something with it all. Right, so I'm just going to go through all the bits and pieces that you need to get ready before we start putting all our card together. So I've got one of the card blanks, which is an obvious thing you're going to need. Then I've got some of the plain coloured cardstock, and that measures 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I've got a piece of pattern paper which is 4.5 by 4.5 inches. Now what we're going to do with this little bit is we're going to draw a little cross in the centre of it. Just get a pencil, and this is where our pinwheel will be coming through. So just do a very faint line. And there you go. So now you can put a stronger cross where it's going to be. You're not going to be able to see this once the rest of the cards put together, so I'm just going to rub out those faint ones. Okay, so you just need to get your little square right in the middle. It is there, you can't see it very well on the camera because with all the lights that are around me, but I've got that mark there ready. And then you need to die cut yourself one of the larger circles, which is this one here, which is the main wheel, and then you need to draw around the template that's in the little envelope, and it's got the notches in, and just put a little mark in the centre for where we need to put our pin through. Then I've also coloured and cut some of the little cupcakes out, which I'm going to embellish it with. And then I've got a little bow, and then I've got a piece of the plain cardstock, and I've cut that to 4 3/4 by 1 inch. Yeah, I've got it as 1 inch, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that in a second. So what we're going to do now is I'm just going to take our piece of pattern cardstock, and see if we can do this so you can actually see what I'm doing. So apologies if this goes fuzzy at all while I'm doing it. There we go. So we're going to take one of these 3 dies that reveal our sentiments from underneath, and we're going to pop that just above where that cross is. Okay, and then I'm just going to get some low tack tape and pop that in place. And then the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to take this semicircle one, you can get it off the card, and then you can pop this wherever you want it to along this way, and this is where it's going to reveal the bit of the wheel so that you can turn it. So I'm going for in the middle, so trying to line it up with this here. And then just take a bit of low tack tape. There we go, and just need to cut that out now. There we go, so we can take that off. So we have our area that's going to expose where we need to turn, and then we've got our little bit so that we can see our sentiments where that's going to go. So what we need to do now is we need to just pierce this little cross in the centre. So I'll just take a pokey tool and a sponge and then just pop it through. And then we're going to do the same with this piece here. And just make sure that the edges are moved away, just so that they don't clog up the hole. Okay, so when we put this together, all of our sentiments are going to show here, and this is going to be the bit that you're turning. So now we're going to do our stamping. So you want to take your large wheel. Now you can use your rocker blocks or anything that you want to with stamping on your images. I like to use this one so I can go back over it if I don't quite get all the text put down. I couldn't get my words out then. Right, so the 4 sentiments that's on here is drink Prosecco, dance on the table, eat cake and celebrate with style. So we're going to need each of those. Now if you've got some small sentiments in your stash, you could also use those as well, so you're not stuck to just using these. Now as you can see, these little stamps have got a notch in at the top, and the circle has also got little notches in the top. So we're just going to line that up right there. I'm just going to double check I've got that in the right spot. Don't want to be stamping it out and it being wrong. So when that goes down, that's what you'll see. Okay, so I'm going to put that one there. I'm just using the Spectrum Noir alcohol proof noir black. So I'm just going to, so there, where I've not got the full text on, with these two, I'm actually can go back with some more ink and just redo it. And I'm going to wipe that off, and I'm going to turn my wheel, and then I will change for the other sentiments. So I'm going to put the rest of these on, but I'll speed this bit up because you don't want to watch me doing it in full time, but I'll leave it on sped up for you so you can see the process. So I've got all those stamped now, and I'm just going to stamp the turning arrow onto the pattern piece. So you can either have the turn here, which is there, or you could have some of these arrows. So I think I'll just use this simple arrow one. Stamped. So now the next bit is just to pop them all together. So you can stick your cracking coloured piece of card just zoom out a little bit now. There we go. There we go. So we're going to put our split pin through this front one here, and then we're going to pop it through the big circle, and then we're going to pop the smallest one right at the back, and then just take your pokey tool and sort of bend them open a little bit, but you want to leave enough room for them to be able to move freely. So I'm putting my pokey tool just underneath the split pin and bending it over that way. So you can see my pokey tool's just stopped it from going completely flat, so that it'll move more easily. So as you can see, we can turn that and it's free moving now. So this is going to go on the front here. Now we can only put sticky pads here on these corners because we don't want anything to block the wheel from turning. We need to use foam pads to raise it up so it doesn't catch on the card base. So those on. That one at the top. There we go. and just centre it so you've got a nice border going around. And then I've got some of the patterned coloured plain coloured cards, and I'm going to stick that across there, and that measures the 4 3/4 by 1 1/4. I've got that up, and I'm just going to stick that on there. That goes across. And then I've got a smaller piece that is 1 inch by 4 3/4, but what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to cut on a diagonal to make some faux ribbon, so to speak. So I want one side to be shorter than the other one, so we're just going from one side to the other across. So this one will go there, so I want to just shorten that just a little. I might actually just make those a little bit thinner. There we go. So I'm going to stick that there. So the long one on the bottom. And just overlap that slightly. Cut a bit more off. Go. And then I've got my little ribbon that I'm going to stick on with my hot glue gun. Stick that just there, and then I'm going to take some of these cupcakes and I'm going to stick them along the front. So there we go. I'll have them in that order. So I'm just going to take my finer glue nozzle. I don't want to get too much glue on it and then it affect the mechanism. And that is our card finished. Let's put my pin in. And that is a beautiful card that anybody would be happy to receive. And you just keep turning it and it's got the different sentiments in. Don't worry if they're not completely bang in the centre of your little window. Oh, sorry, I'm going off and I'm showing you. Don't worry if they're not completely in the centre of it. I think the fun of just turning it around for them to see what's actually on there is going to be all the excitement that they need. Because I'm telling you now, anybody of any age is going to want to sit there and just turn that just to see how it works and just wonder what it is you've actually done to create it. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and it explains how to use the kit. And if you've got any questions, pop them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer them. So if you've enjoyed the video, if you could give me a thumbs up, that'd be appreciated. And if you've not subscribed, if you consider subscribing, that would be appreciated too. So thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.